Right, this video is just to show you how to modify your pulse rifle shrouds so that you can remove the lower receiver of the Thompson without having to dismantle the shrouds every time. It's actually really quite simple. The first thing you're going to need to do is actually separate the two halves of the shroud, so hopefully you know how to do that, because I'm not going to make a video on how to do that, or it can be pretty complicated. But basically, when you've got the two shrouds apart, the bit that you need to modify is along here, all the way along here on both sides. And what you'll see is on the unmodified version, it has little cutouts for the safety and the fire selector and a few other bits and bobs like the lumps and bumps on each side, and that prevents this part from sliding backwards when you release the button here. So the modification you're going to do is basically you're going to take your rotary tool with a cut-off wheel on it, and on the shrouds, obviously when they're not attached to the gun, you're going to run along the whole length there, a little in cut here on the end on each side, running across the whole length, and then just finishing it off at the back there with another little in cut, and that strip of plastic then comes away. And doing that will mean that you can then, when you remove this piece, so just 3 screws here, you remove that piece, and then when you push the button on the back of the Remington receiver here, the Thompson receiver rather, when you push that button in, the whole thing should slide back once the stock is extended out of the way. So it's actually pretty straightforward to do. I hope that's useful.